Well, I've got some good news for you. This really caught my eye. This is amazing. One angry gamer as always. Apparently there's a Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian. Xian? How do you pronounce that in Chinese? Is it Xian, isn't it? Xian? Start from scratch. Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian demo download features the real Lara Croft. This is a... someone has made a remake of Tomb Raider 2 in the Unreal Engine 4 engine, game development engine. Some indie developers called it Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian, has received its first official playable demo. I'll leave a link to the article and I'll also the link to the Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian website where you can actually download this Unreal Engine 4 powered third person platforming action game. Lara Croft, original Lara Croft. So sexy, so feminine, so kick-ass. When I was a young teen, I had a poster of her on my door. It was quite a big poster. My wife loves playing Tomb Raider.
And your wife has a drinking problem.
Always played all of them together.
When your wife hasn't slept with you in the past 12 months.
But Tomb Raider, this is going back to basics, this Dagger of Xian. When she was sexy and a badass, and when she was tough and deadly and not this. As Billy D on One Angry Gamer puts it, he goes, a lot of people have been praising the game as a true return to the Tomb Raider franchise, especially since they made Lara Croft look sexy and made her tough and deadly, just like the way she used to be. Exactly. Before the feminists complained about her and they made her into a whiny, insufferable wench. I've played the Tomb Raider reboot, the 2013 one. I've not played Rise of the Tomb Raider yet. But I'll go back to that. You can check out the gameplay of the demo courtesy of YouTuber Steven3175. I'll also leave a link to that full 40-minute. It's a 40-minute gameplay demo, and it's a recreation of the first level of Tomb Raider 2. You know when she ropes in off the helicopter into the Great Wall of China. Steven has a real man's computer, one that's capable of running the game on ultra settings. As you can see, the design of Lara harkens back to her old school ways, with a large chest, short shorts, long legs, a fit body, and a penchant for acrobatics. All the things that modern day SJWs whine about on Twitter and social media, like jobless, spoiled, ungrateful, pseudo-communist hipsters. Oh, getting really personal there, Billy. As far as the gameplay is concerned, Lara can do just about everything she can in the newer games. Yeah, it's very... I think they used a lot of the gameplay mechanics from sort of the Tomb Raider Legends, Anniversary and Underworld. Sort of the rolling and the flipping about, the sort of jumping and climbing about. For those who have played Tomb Raider 2013 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, you might know that in the new games, Lara is unable to do any of her acrobatic maneuvers. She can no longer flip, twirl or spin, nor can she shoot dive. In Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian, they made it where she has all the latest in graphics updates, but with classic gameplay, platforming and puzzle solving from the older titles from back way in the 1990s. The good old 1990s. Things were so much better then. It's just so much better in the 90s. She even has her classic martial arts skills, something they stripped away from the new Lara in order to make her more feminist friendly. Dagger of Xian also features Lara's iconic shoot diving and twin pistol combat. You can auto-lock onto enemies and run and shoot, utilising a number of rolling, jumping, strafing and acrobatic techniques while engaged in combat. This was something they took out of the newer rebooted games, forcing her to rely on boring, cover mechanic gameplay and horrible looking melee attacks. Because the melee was quite clunky, like just spamming I played it on the 360, just spamming the Y button, like and there was like the sort of the charging run up attack, But yeah, thinking back, like, it was kind of, it felt familiar, like Uncharted. It felt very familiar. I mean, I still enjoyed the 2013 reboot. From a gameplay design perspective, the newer games are designed for literal retards. It's impossible to lose so long as you play along the designated lines. You don't have to. It's funny when you take off your sort of fanboy blinkers and you replay the game again, you do kind of see the flaws. I mean, there was people that were giving it 9s and 10s. I mean, it was a beautiful looking game when it came out. It was a really cool game, really cool story, but you did notice flaws here and there. Like you said, you know, going along sort of designated lines, there was some sort of linear corridor. Then again, most games are corridor shooting. Depends on how a game developer, you know, with developing gameplay mechanics that makes it fun, exploring different avenues, different ways of approaching combat situations. That's what makes a game fun and not repetitive in combat. You don't have to think about where to go or how to get there, and you certainly don't have to worry much about losing so long as you recycle the almost skill-free gameplay beats. Cover, shoot, rinse, repeat. Cover, shoot, rinse, repeat. Cover, shoot, rinse, repeat.
Cover, shoot, rinse, repeat.
I have to say that hands down, on the ultra settings, Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian looks marvellous. It does. It looks fun. I'll show you a bit of the video. The developers obviously took full advantage of the Unreal Engine 4's capabilities and wanted to show that what a new age Tomb Raider game should look like. The crazy part about it is that they didn't even need $100 million to make the game far better looking than Crystal Dynamics' Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider reboots. Anyone using the
games need to cost $60 because graphics require $100 million budget
excuse have no clue what they're talking about and are probably a corporate shill or a PR puppet. Oh, Billy, you crack me up. The demo looks absolutely impressive. You've got the Unreal Engine's dynamic lighting. I mean, the lighting just looks absolutely amazing. So when she brings out her flares, you know, it lights up the cave, all sort of the cave structures, all the little nooks and crannies in the rocks. It's absolutely amazing. The water physics, like when she's underwater, that looks like cloudy, centuries-old water that's accumulated in the ruins of this. You got, ooh, the spiders! I remember the spiders on the old Tomb Raider 2. And the tigers, they come right on cue. I mean, the level, it looks different yet somehow familiar. From like nostalgia, from the old Tomb Raider 2. You know, the level design has changed for obviously the gameplay mechanics, you know, such as the platforming, climbing. It's not the old. Do you remember when you had to pivot round on the spot, and you had to jump back like that, or you had to walk back slowly, or did you remember you'd walk to the edge of the platform and then jump back to get enough of a run up. Come on! As a kid, you'd squeeze your butt cheeks together, wouldn't you? And then hold the X button to grab. Come on, grab! I used to piss the hell out of my stepdad, screaming in my bedroom at the computer, at my PlayStation 1. Come on! My stepdad would come in. What the fuck is going on in here? Keep it down!
Sorry.
But if Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix don't hire these people that work on this game, Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, these people are putting you to shame. This is a 40-minute gameplay of a demo, and it looks absolutely amazing. So much detail. I mean, there's some parts that look almost like they could be, whether are they a matte drop, backdrop, or is that actually 3D created? Have they modelled all of the hills and the rest of the wall, going off into the distance? You can see the wall going down the peaks and troughs of the hills. Mountains of this this giant wall, you can see it going off in the distance. It looks it's 3D, it's a real play on the eyes, because you're so used to some games where the draw distance you have like a matte backdrop, but this looks like it's been 3D crafted. That whole landscape has been created from scratch. And
Don't tell your friends or I'll say you're a slut. This is your fault, you were rubbing my butt.
Some bits in the demo is so detailed, like you can see ivy and just foliage growing down the rocks, down the sides of the rocks. The dynamic lighting is incredible. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend you check out this One Angry Gamer article. Also, I'll leave a link to the Tomb Raider Dagger of Xian website where you can download the playable demo. So yeah, guys, check it out. Support these developers. Also, you can check out YouTuber Steven3175 to actually check out the demo as well. It looks incredible. So yeah, check out the demo, or if you want, play the demo yourselves. I'm Flattmeister. I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.
And your wife.
I finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure, but instead, adventure found me. Okay, that sounds simple enough.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to find it first.
Oh, again. Great.
Do it, you bitch! Do it!
Fucking right up with me!
Mayday, mayday, this is low, not to be endured.
Get the fuck down!
7 Alpha,
Fucking jump!
the distress call from your vest.
Jump! Get the fuck down from there! Okay.
Shoot this motherfucker!